Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teacher Scoop. Today we have, first time I think you've done this solo in a long time, Ian.
Hello.
And today we are going over a bunch of what ifs again, but we're starting with what if General Ross had become the Hulk. And I should point out, this was well before Red Hulk was a thing.
Ooh, it's Gary Frank cover.
Yep, he doesn't do the interior though.
Probably so that could come out on time.
Oh. But hey, Gary Frank is best known. One of his best known works is the Hulk.
Nice.
He did that during Peter David's run, so it's fitting. But like I said, this was before it had. And unlike Red Hulk, he keeps his mustache. I mean, obviously they had to hide his mustache as Red Hulk. Otherwise, that would have been the dead giveaway. Let's be honest, right?
That is cheating, though.
Yeah, but I will say this. One thing I always liked about Red Hulk was that they took advantage of the fact that we don't know the voices we're hearing when we see the speech bubbles. So when they had what looked like to be General Ross speaking to Red Hulk, what we later find out was it wasn't General Ross's voice. It was MODOK and the leader's voice speaking through a General Ross LMD.
That seems way too convoluted.
But see about it though, but that's taking advantage of the fact that we don't know the voices being spoken of in the comic. That is clever.
Once you get through that many things, I'm just like, you had to get around a lot of stuff unnecessarily, sir.
All right, but yeah, this was written by Peter David, and it opens up with the Watcher observing and focusing on the one belief by Werner K. Heisenberg. The notion that just by observing, the simple fact of observing is an act that could change history. Which makes then the Watcher wonder, doesn't that make my whole point of non-interference pointless and moot?
Yes, it does. The Prime Directive is garbage.
But basically then we see the opposite, then, him seeing this possibility of what if General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross had become the Hulk.
Mustache Man himself.
Yep. And, the artwork is Pat Olaf with Sal Buscema.
Pat Olaf is good artist.
Yep. But yeah, it starts off the same way as usual. Right down to that classic page of Bruce meeting Betty. I love that. Peter David will replicate that panel plenty of times.
Better than Christos Gage replicating John Romita Sr.'s Mary Jane jackpot panel to make them break up.
I don't want to teach you have to abide me.
If I remember it, you all have to remember it too.
I love it though. Like, oh please, call me Betty and call me Bruce and call me a cab out of this blasted sewing circle. We make weapons here, Banner, not chit chat.
Gonna be Ross.
Yep, but yeah, basically in this case they still notice Rick Jones out there, but just for the sake of it, Ross decided, I'll go out and do it myself. So he heads on out there. But with Ross gone, Igor, the Russian spy, decides to take advantage of the situation and gas it to take the note. In other words, he wouldn't have done this if Ross was still there. But with Ross gone, sleep.
This feels very Captain America First Avenger.
Yep, but I love this. Like, you're under arrest, boy. Trespassing, espionage. Whoa, slow down, Patton. Espionage? Do I look like a spy? Not remotely, which is what would make you an ideal spy. Well, hey, can't beat that logic. Look, that was just, a prank. The kids dared me. Oh, you like dares, huh? Dares? Okay, I dare you to run. You'll shoot me, I dare say. Okay, that is funny on Ross's part, isn't it? Okay, I dare you to run. You'll shoot me, I dare say. But then they hear the noise of the bomb about to go off, so they run. And unfortunately, Ross gets caught into it. But unlike with Bruce, where the transformation happened later, for whatever reason, it happened suddenly. So poor Rick.
Because you only have one issue. That's why.
But yeah, poor Rick. Squash.
Oh, no.
But of course, there's Glenn Talbot is there. Wakes him up. And basically we find out how when they head out there, Bruce is already realizing, like, we find out Bruce will actually already have an understanding of what could happen with the gamma radiation. Of course, we have Ross coming out, and in this, basically mentioned how the different thing is like Norman with Bruce, you had the dual identities, but Ross doesn't have that. So he acts a bit like a stroke victim. Even though he's trying to speak, he just comes out with a roar. And then the moment that he sees his reflection, he freaks out and runs. All the while wondering, what's the blood on him? To which they say, what happened to the poor kid, was it? A kid, yes. A teen. Did your bomb? No burning it, no sign of incineration. So basically, Bruce is able to do.
He look like a Hitler.
That's Glenn Talbot.
He looks like a Hitler.
No, it's mustache isn't that shaped.
It's the hat.
It's just a military hat.
I don't know, man. So, didn't Rick Jones, he died in Secret Empire, right?
And then he came back.
When did he come back?
Immortal Hulk. Because he had.
I thought Immortal Hulk was all in the underworld, though.
No, it wasn't. It was in the real world. No, they would keep going to the underworld and come back through the green door.
Oh, okay. This is what I get for not reading these books.
You should read it.
Yeah,
but then,
I don't like the Hulk, and I don't like Al Ewing.
Dude, trust me, it was a great book. Do I will admit, I do not like what Al Ewing is doing with the stuff that Donny Cates left him in Venom. It's way too convoluted.
I mean, it's another case of someone got you into this mess. Now you got to get out of it.
Yeah, but I liked what Donny Cates left him. He actually left Venom at his most heroic.
Ah.
But yeah, so Ross is coming in and grabbing Igor and throwing him. He basically starting to feel like all this muscle, all this power. I can help the military. Yep, and then he's like he wanted to scream and tell like, wait, it's me, it's General Ross. I just stopped the spy from getting away. But his actions have spoken far more loudly. He basically, in other words, he's aware that his actions have caused that. And then we get a nod to the Ang Lee Hulk. You can still tell that's what this is representing, but let's just say him throwing that tank carelessly is going to be a bad thing.
Oh, really?
Yep. But look at that. Basically feels like, you realize how many American lives I'm going to save? He feels like he could be a huge asset. But when he heads back to go meet up with Betty, oh no.
Wow, that's a little convenient.
And in case you're wondering, yes, she was inside. If you look closely, you can see her hand sticking out where the kitchen used to be. I just got in here. She smiled at me through the window. Then I heard a whistling sound, something falling. I looked up, I screamed. Too late. Too late. So what does Bruce do? He shoots him! Showing that it was his inner monster is still there.
Ah, with the green glasses.
With green tint on his glasses, yeah, but that was it for this one.
Man, I don't know. That it feels a little too manipulative to have it just randomly hit Betty's house.
True, but I do like the idea that Bruce being this dark, because even without the Hulk.
That's cool. I don't disagree. I just feel like,
of course, Peter David would go that route.
Why do you say that?
Well, because he's already shown that Bruce has this darker side to him already. That's one thing him, Greg Pak, and Al Ewing, and so many other of the writers have shown about Bruce. Is that there's always the bigger question: who is a bigger monster? The Hulk or Banner? And it all depends on his state of mind, and it all depends on circumstances. In this case, showing that even when he's not the Hulk, he'll let his darkness consume him. But yeah, I will agree that is way too convenient, but I think it was meant to show the darker and ironic side to that Ang Lee Hulk stuff.
I just feel like you could have maneuvered it so it didn't feel as convenient, you know?
True, but at the same time, though, I think it was just meant to show every action has consequences. But what do you think about the artwork?
It's solid. I mean, as I said, I like Paddle Leaf.
Yep. And with Sal Buscema on inks and everything. But I do feel, though, this is one of those what ifs, where they stretch it out a bit too much. Like it's like fewer events stretched out too much when they could have had more time skips around to see, like, show us a world where this, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
but that's always a problem with what ifs.
Yeah, sometimes they stretch it out. Sometimes they stretch out too much, and sometimes they keep it too compact to one event.
Yeah, I mean, like, I still wish there was a whole line of Batman Pirate from,
a Reign of Terror.
What? No, Pirate.
Yeah, that was the Reign of Terror one, wasn't it?
I don't think so. It was Jack Dixon.
Oh no! You're right. It was the annual that he was a pirate.
Sorry, and then there was a Batman Chronicles short story sequel.
Yep, I remember that.
Like, but I would love a whole 12 issues.
Leatherwing.
Yeah, Leatherwing. I would love a whole 12 issues of that. That would be amazing.
Right, but overall, though, I would say this was a decent one that set up a good idea about what would happen if Ross became the Hulk. And I gotta say, the convolutedness aside, this is what would happen. Ross would, because let's be honest, Ross does not have the split personalities that could come out.
Right.
And we've
seen very unified.
And we've seen Gamma affects everyone differently. Look at Abomination. Look at She-Hulk. She-Hulk lucked out because she always had that inner self-loathing. Am I right? No, and that's why She-Hulk became her idealized side.
I have to admit, I've only really read She-Hulk with Civil War. I haven't really read much other She-Hulk.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because I don't like the Hulk.
You're crazy.
Yes.
Well, that's all we've got on this one. These ones are going to be a bunch of short ones. We might talk a lot about each of them. They might be shorter ones. But until then, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.